Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Louis' Garage. Today we are back with the Lotus Exige 390 Final Edition. This is my new car, and I've already done a couple of little mods to it. You would have seen last time that I put the exhaust valve button in, which was a pretty cool little mod. I've also changed the wiper blade as well, because the original stock one didn't really tickle my fancy. So I've just bought a new Bosch one to go with the car. It looks a lot better, a lot newer. And I've also put a little bit of protection on the front lip because it does scrape a little bit. It's quite low, so I've just put a little bit of protection underneath, just some plastic adhesive stuff from AliExpress, and that seems to work all right, at least for now. So what are we doing today? We are going to be fitting the cup holders that I've ordered. So check this out. Whoa, look at that! That's a pretty solid piece of metal right there, that is a cup holder, double cup holder right there. The cool thing about this one is that it's adjustable as well, so you can undo the tension on these bolts and you can actually adjust them a little bit. And here's the rail system as well. So this is all very, very high quality. It's all made out of metal, and it's going to be going into the car. Alright, I'll give you a closer look at all the items. Alright, so this is what we've got today. We've got the actual cup holders themselves. Looks pretty beefy. You could probably, scare away a few people trying to rob your car or steal your car using this, which is pretty cool. And there's a few cutouts here just to save a bit of weight. I did file down some of these little areas here, so that looks a lot better. I just try to finish them so that they look a lot better, and I sanded the edges just a little bit just to make them a little bit smoother and make them fit into the car really, really well. I haven't done anything with the rail system. See, these are the 4 screws that you need to put in order to connect the actual cup holder. And the holes that we're going to be using are the OBD ports for the car. So there's a couple of OBD screws, and we'll be relocating the OBD port ourselves. And this cup holder also comes with a couple of metal cups that sit in the cup holder itself, and that is in case you have basically just a straight cup or a bottle or a can of Coke or something like that. You're able to actually slot that in there, and it will hold your drink. So that's optional. So that's another option for people if they don't want the strap. You might have seen some of these cup holders have a little strap that goes in the middle there. I didn't really like the look of the strap, and I like the fact that you can adjust this, and the fact that there's 2 cup holders as well. The stock Lotus one that you can get as an optional extra can only hold 1 cup, which is a bit lame really. So that's why I ended up going with this one, and I'll show you where I found it and how to order one yourself. It's actually from someone in the US, and he sent 2 of them to me because my friend here in Auckland also wanted one as well. So we got 2 sets. Alright everyone, so let's jump into my Lotus Exige and figure out what we're doing. We're trying to do, we have to go all the way down here, and here you can see the OBD port and the 2 screws that hold the OBD port onto this kind of dash area, and we just need to unscrew those to start with. So yeah, take your screwdriver out and unscrew those. Ow. Don't hit your knee against the cup holder that you're trying to install. There's not much room back here, so you just have to do it. Alright, I think I'm going to need both hands, but yeah, just undo that and then undo that side. Alright, so the next step is to assemble the 2 main pieces together. So what you want to do is undo all these screws in the middle here, and then place your cup holder, the actual cup holder bit, into the slots. There's 4 on the slider there, so then it can slide in and out pretty easily. There you go, it can slide, sort of. There you go, it can slide in and out. And just make sure that the rubber bumpers are facing forwards. So you want to make sure these are facing forwards, because when you're looking at it from this direction, when you're looking at it from this direction, the OBD port is going to get relocated to towards the driver's side. Yeah, so that's what we've done there. I've also put a bump stop just at the back there. I don't think that's going to make much difference, but I thought I might as well just put that in just in case. There is already a bump stop at the front, so you don't need to worry about that. It's not going to slide out of the holder. And then also it comes supplied with a big screw here, and that is to replace one of the OBD port screws, one of the existing ones, because obviously we've now added this big chunk of metal into the middle there, so we need a slightly longer screw so that we can relocate the OBD port to these two holes. Sweet, so we're going to tighten up these screws and then fit this into the car and see how it looks. So screw these in and tighten those up, and then make sure that it can still slide in and out easily. Cool. Okay, so a bit of an update again. I've just test fitted the cup holders, and unfortunately I had a bit of a problem. It wasn't a huge problem. What happened is that I found my OBD port actually sits on the left hand side of the car, probably because my car's right hand drive, I'm not sure. And it wouldn't come all the way over to here, to the right hand side, especially with the harness and the way that it's been cable tied. I didn't really want to, try and cut the cable tie or whatever. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try and switch the cup holder around. And luckily, because this is just a flat plate and everything is just screwed on, you can actually just unscrew everything and then just swap it over. So I basically swapped these two bumpers or rubber pads or whatever they are from this side to that side, and then I undid this entire plate from the rail on the cup holder, and I was able to basically flip everything around and rotate it 180 degrees, and now I've got the OBD port sitting on the left hand side, which is where my OBD port looks like it's going to be. So I'll give this a try and hopefully that's going to work, and then we'll give it a go. Sorry, I can't really show you very much in the car because it's very tight, the space is very tight. It's really hard to actually work on getting this fitted and also filming at the same time, but I will show you the end result and kind of point out exactly what I did. It's pretty easy once you get under there though, you should be able to tell. It's just a couple of screws really. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the cup holders are finally installed. Oh man, it was a bit of a struggle, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting it to take this long. So there were a few differences with my car versus what came with the cup holders. So the first difference, as I mentioned before, is that my OBD port only really fits over here on the left hand side, as opposed to the default position, which seemed to be on the right hand side. Maybe that's the difference between right hand drive and left hand drive vehicles, not sure. So I flipped the plate around and managed to get the OBD port over here on the left hand side, and as you can see, it's relocated and it's pretty easy to access. The cover's all there and everything. The first thing I had to do was actually remove the rubber bump stops at the top of the plate, because as you can see there, this is actually flat. My trinket tray for some reason seems to be flat, whereas it seems like they weren't expecting the area to be flat there. So luckily, again, you can just remove everything off the top plate that mounts onto the trinket tray just over there, and I removed both of the rubber bump stops and just put some self-adhesive felt material that I bought for my GTA just to quieten down the interior. Luckily I still had some left, and so I just put a little bit of felt on the top there just so that we don't have aluminium versus aluminium rubbing, because these cup holders, they could actually move around a little bit. And similarly I did the same thing here in the rail area, just a little bit of felt pad so it doesn't rub against the trinket tray and cause all sorts of noises, so that's good. But yeah, apart from that, that's basically all I did. I added a few extra washers over to this screw that relocates the OBD port, so that's nice. And just tightened everything down. So now this is what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. I really like it. I think it looks way better than some of the other options out in the market. And you can slide it out if you wanted to get it really close to the gear shift for some reason, and you can slide it back in, and and that's as far as mine goes, but that's probably far enough. I don't really want it to go completely out of the way, I guess. Maybe, oh, maybe I do, I don't know, because it might affect the leg room over there. I have to give it a test and see. But yeah, apart from that, it's all installed and ready to go. Got some cool cup holders. They're actually pretty sturdy, you know, don't move around very much, so hopefully I should be able to hold our drinks in place while we're driving around. And then I just need to adjust these openings here just to suit whatever drink we have. I'm going to put one of the cups, one of the steel cups in here, in this one, because most of the time I'm drinking cans of Coke, or you know, I'm drinking something else, whereas my girlfriend, she drinks coffees and milk teas and whatever, so for her this is probably more suitable. I think it's nice to have one of each, you know, one cup and one open, just so that we have a few more options to put our drinks there. So yeah, there you have it. Whew, it's definitely a lot tougher than I expected, but thanks for joining, and I'll see you again with the Lotus Exige 390 final edition. Yeah, check out those interior orange, burnt orange trim pieces. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Some more burnt orange over there. Yeah, woo, really nice. Anyway, that looks cool as well. Awesome, see you next time, bye. Okay, sorry, monumental screw up. I actually fitted the cup holders in completely the wrong way. Turns out it was actually right all along. So apologies to the person who made this, who had to watch me mess it up. So what happened was, I didn't realize that this is actually meant to be the back of the rail, and the front didn't have the stopper, and I just put a little stopper in there. But yeah, that's actually meant to be the back of the the thing. Sorry, oopsies. So yeah, what I did before was all incorrect. It was already all set up correctly. I just installed it the wrong way around. But I am a little bit worried that it seems to slide fairly easily. So I guess we'll have to wait and see whether that's a problem or not, because it is the Exige is quite fast. So this might actually just slide by itself. Might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, otherwise we're just going to reinstall this. Sorry, things do happen, mistakes do happen, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some better photos, because it was looking a little bit weird, like it stuck out, the rail stuck out a little bit too much in the car, so yeah, it did definitely look a bit strange. And then these bungs didn't really work, so hopefully now they'll work properly and help to support the cup holder. Give it another go and see. Alright everyone, so yeah, apologies for the mistake, but this is what it's meant to look like. So the rail is meant to be all the way back there, and it looks way better like this, and it means that we can also move it around a little bit. So hold on, just put the light down, show you. So yeah, you can slide it all the way back like that, out of the way, and then you can slide it all the way forward, all the way up to here. There we go, and it does not interfere with the shifting. See, it's fine. Lots of space. Yeah, all good. So that is how you install a cup holder, or set of cup holders, into the Lotus Exige 390 Final Edition. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since I installed the cup holders, and they've been working really, really well. As you can see, I can have a milk tea cup in here, or a coffee cup, and also a can of drink in here. Now, I've done a few little mods, so, you know, as usual. So I've put a little bit of anti-slip padding just in that little cup there, just to stop it from, you know, making any noise or having the cans kind of rattle around or whatever. And I think I might tighten this side up a little bit more, just so that it kind of sits up here a little bit rather than all the way down there. Might be a little bit better. The one disappointing thing though is that it doesn't fit the Lotus drink bottle that it's supposed to go into the trinket tray. I found with the trinket tray, the problem is, again, the drink bottle kind of slides around when you're driving fast. Had that happen quite a few times before. So I've actually put some anti-slip mat in here as well. So that's something that you probably also want to do if you also have the Lotus approved drink bottle. But the other issue I've had with this drink bottle is just trying to get it in and out, because when you're trying to get it in and out, you can only you know, press it like this and then like pull it out like that with both hands, obviously. And what happens is when you press this, all the water comes out. So you got to be really careful when you're getting it in and out. But anyway, with regards to the cup holders, I definitely approve of these. They're really fantastic, really cool. I love the adjustability, and I love the fact that you can have different types of cups in there as well, and the fact that there's two, and it slides in and out like this. Yeah, it's beautiful. So thank you very much to Mark for creating this and for selling it and for doing such a great job of answering all my dumb questions as well. So thanks a lot. All right. Enjoy. See you next time, everyone.